Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to set.
53 is mine.
280.
Check tight.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold's throw caught here by Enunwa. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold got a man. It's Berrios complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Bell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Delta. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Motion, 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 motion. Check. 53.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 82, 40. 4 down. Smith. 24 is the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 24 is the mic. Ready?
Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. He cuts it right, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Bell. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want nothing, baby. Sunday. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hey, check.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Ertz has it left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
74. Hey, Charlie.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Arnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, they run with Howard. Spinning past him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
You go take. You got take.
Hey, Trey 57. Here, shift. Hey, Red 5-2, on here.
Buds. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Yeah.
Wentz now on first down. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
I'm coming after you.
Grade 15. Grade 15. Hey. High 7.
On play action, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
57's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot.
You can't block me.
Second down and goal. Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal.
Man 5-7.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Stop your whining.
Again, it's Wentz. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown. 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets around him, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Now Clement fumbles the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
Check us out. 53. Ready? 53. Hey, man. Watch the booth.
On 3rd down. It's Bell, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Jets first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big run that time by Bell. 65 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run. This is Powell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good move. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go, go, go.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Bravo.
Mike 57.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Look at this, big gain but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and all the way. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jets 24, Eagles 16.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How is the offense? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wentz to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss.